Hello, my followers and module masters. Today I am here with another Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes modded module tutorial, and today I am here with Boomtar the Great. Boomtar the Great is the first module come up for the second KTaNE modding jam with the theme of unusual interaction, and by golly, does this module have an unusual interaction. It uses the clipboard of your PC. So right now, I have this copied. You'll see why in a minute. But we're just going to go ahead and load up a bomb that has Boomtar the Great and 5 other modules on it. They're going to be simpler modules, so they won't make any noise. This module does require the serial number, so...
All available experts, please report to room A9.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let Boomtar the Great read your mind.
And Boomtar lets you know he's here. Hi, Boomtar. I'm just going to copy this string right quick. And let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get the serial number, which is Uniform Tango 5, Lima Tango 1. So, when you have a Boomtar the Great module on the bomb, when you select it, the module will read your clipboard. So it's going to read this. When we click on Boomtar, he's going to say this is unintelligible because, well, it kind of is unintelligible.
Unintelligible.
Thank you, Boomtar. So, this module uses 2 rules. It picks one of these 6 rules to be Rule 1, and it picks another one of the 5 remaining rules to be Rule 2. What we need to do is query words into the module to figure out which rules apply. So, for example, let's look at Rule 2, contains a double letter. Let's query the word fool, for example.
Rule 2 applies.
So Rule 2 applies, meaning the word fool applies to Rule 2. So we can compare this with all of the possible rules. We were checking for contains a double letter, so we know that's true. Starts with the same letter as a module on the bomb. This is why I drew up a bunch of random modules. This module is factoring, and it does start with an F, so this rule does apply. All occurrences of vowels are in alphabetical order. There's only one vowel, so of course it's going to be in alphabetical order. It is not longer than 7 letters. It does not contain any of these strings of letters. It's just asking if it has CH consecutive, NG consecutive,
Emergency
SH
cleared.
consecutive,
All
so on.
personnel, please return to your
So, yeah.
stations.
And shares a letter with the serial number. Yes, it does. It shares 2, in fact. So, 1, 2, 3, and 6 all can be the Rule 2, because he said Rule 2 applied when we queried full. So, let's look at the modules we have here. We have Braille. Okay. So, let's think of a word that starts with Bravo that doesn't follow any of the other rules. Let's try the word banana. There is no double letter, but unfortunately all of the vowels are in alphabetical order, so we can't use this. Let's try built. No double letter. Unfortunately, it does have a letter in common with the serial number, so we can't use it. What about... a word that starts with B-O... Bore, maybe? No double letter. The vowels are not in alphabetical order, O, then A. And it does not share any letters with the serial number. So, bore will only apply to Rule 1. Let's go ask Boomtar if Rule 2 applies.
Neither rules apply.
Okay, so that's not Rule 2. Cool. Let's try and see if it contains a double letter. Let's go for the word... hammer. Actually, no, the vowels are in alphabetical order, so let's do another word. What about helium? No, that contains all of them in order. What about healer? No, that contains a lima, so it will intersect with Rule 6. What about herb? We were looking for a double letter, silly goose. Let me try... Tanning? Nope, that contains a tango. What about pebble? That contains a lima, so I can't use it. It's hard to come up with these words, but you can sit here for a while and think of words that Boomtar may or may not like. Let's try... Mulligan? Nope, that contains lima. Let's try... This is hard to think of. Let's come back to this rule. All occurrences of vowels are in alphabetical order. So let's try bang. This doesn't have a double letter, and it didn't show the serial number, so we can do this.
Neither rules apply.
So it's not this. And here's the serial number. Let's try tell. Nope, not tell. Paul. Nope, what am I doing? It needs the serial number, that's fine. Hammer. Hammer doesn't share anything with a serial number, so we can check if that contains a double letter.
Neither rules apply.
So, rule 2 must be shares the letter with serial number. Let's try the word tulip.
Rule 2 applies.
And we can confirm that rule 2 is 6. So, it says here to use rule 1 as the row in the table below, and rule 2 as the column. So we have rule 2. Now we need to find out what rule 1 is. So when we queried 1, 2, and 3, testing to see if they were rule 2, Boomtar said that neither rule applied, meaning we know that none of these are rule 2. Rule 1, sorry. So that means either 4 or 5 is going to be rule 1. Either longer than 7 letters, or contains one of these letter pairs. Let's try where, because it takes a WH and it is not longer than 7 letters.
Neither rules apply.
Okay, so it must be longer than 7 letters. Let's try the word intention.
Both rules apply.
It does contain a tango in the serial number, so that confirms that it follows this rule, and it is longer than 7 letters, so that means 4 is rule 1, which gives us alpha in the table. Let's go to the second page, and we have submit the day of the week. So how do we submit anything? So you see this table down here? We're going to look at the last letter of the serial number. The last number, even. And it is a 1. So what we're going to do is take the word of this table below that is next to the last digit of the serial number, which is obfuscate for us. And then, after the word obfuscate, we're going to put a space, and then submit the day of the week. It is Saturday for me, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy this string, and when I click on Boomtar again, it should solve.
Boomtar is pleased.
Thank you, Boomtar. Let's solve this bomb and do one more Boomtar.
All available experts, please report to room A9.
So as you saw last time, the double letter rule seems to be the most difficult one to follow. So we're going to try and query that one last.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let Boomtar the Great read your mind.
Thank you, Boomtar. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy gibberish, and once again, if you copy gibberish and click on Boomtar,
Unintelligible.
he's going to tell you you're full of it, and he can't read what you typed. So please, only query words. That's the only way Boomtar can read your mind. Okay, let's start checking our rules. First of all, that serial number of ours has Bravo, Pakisha, and Papa in it. So let's start checking rules. Starts with the same letter as the module on the bottom. This module is fencing, so let's go for a word that starts with F, fawn.
Rule 1 applies.
Interesting. Unfortunately, that does share a letter with the serial number, so we still have an obfuscation between those two. I forgot if you said rule 1 or 2, let me check.
Rule 1 applies.
So we're looking for rule 1. There is no double letter. The vowels are in alphabetical order, so 3 may still apply. It is 4, which is not longer than 7. And it does not contain any of these letter pairs. So we have 3 rules to look at. This is a new line, so let's try a word that's with November. And does not have all vowels in alphabetical order, and does not share a letter with the serial number. So let's try near. No Bravo, Foxtrot, or Papa, and vowels are not in alphabetical order.
Rule 1 applies.
Okay, so that should be our first rule, rule 1. Just to confirm, I'll do something else. The bottom left module here is number pad. Let's try number. Why not?
Rule 1 applies.
So I think we're pretty confident that rule 1 is 1. And notice as we were checking for 3 and 6, he did not ever say that rule 2 applied. Well, we didn't check those. What am I doing?
Emergency cleared. All personnel, please return to your stations.
And we did query a word that had all vowels of the order. So we know that neither of these two rules can be Rule 2. So either 2, 4, or 5 is our Rule 2. Let's try a word with longer than 7 letters. Let's go to my favorite word, intention.
Neither rules apply.
So it's not longer than 7 letters, so it must be one of these two. Let's try contains a common English digraph. Where? Let's try this again. Does it contain a double letter?
Rule 2 applies.
Which means this is Rule 2. It did not have a double letter, so it cannot be 2. So our second rule is 5. That's our column, and we get F. Next, let's get the lesser to the serial number, which is 4. So we're going to start our submission short with whispering. And then, according to Foxtrot, submit the number of batteries plus the number of battery holders in word form, or tons if the number is greater than 20. Okay, so we have 2 batteries and 1 holder. 2 plus 1 is 3. There are a number of batteries, so once we copy this, and let Boomtar read our mind, the module should solve.
Boomtar is pleased.
Thank you, Boomtar. That is it for this tutorial, and have a nice day.